Netflix?
No!
Is it HBO?
No!
Is it Disney?
No!
Is it Apple TV?
No!
Then it must be Tubi. Tell them they're streaming.
Welcome to Tell 'em They're Streaming. Hey, my name is Robert, and sitting beside me is a Australian comedian who was invited to go on Spicks and Specs, but refused because of all the racism he said. Anyway, this is Richie the Goods Goodacre. Hey, mate, how you been?
I'm pretty good, and like you know what, I feel like that Adam Hills needs to be taken into account. But I'm glad I'm glad I took a stand.
And
so,
of course, the joke is on the name Spicks
Specs and
and
Specs,
Specs. Yes,
yeah.
not Adam Hills, because Adam Hills is not a bad dude.
Yeah. You know what? We should blame the Bee Gees.
We should.
We
We definitely should.
Blame those, Queensland icons.
We could blame it for other things as well, like, Saturday Night Fever, and we'll have to get a bloody jab for that.
You had to get a while.
Jab.
Yeah. I mean, can we blame them for the sequel that Sylvester Stallone directed called Staying Alive?
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, why not? Blame them. Blame them.
Yeah, you blame for anything. You know what? I
blame them for Sylvester Stallone's brother too.
Yeah. I'm gonna blame him for other stuff too. I think BG's started COVID. There you go. I'm gonna say it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I blame them for WWE letting Vince McMahon back in the fold.
Yeah, I blame them for that too. And I also blame them for I blame them for no women wanting to date me. That's their fault. That's not anything I have to work on. That's the Bee Gees, And I know there's only one left. Was it Robin Gibb? You know what? And I should give him some slack. But you know what? No, you can't hurt people. Fuck you, Robin Gibb.
Everybody in Redcliffe has just turned off now.
Okay, all right.
Anyway,
that's a shame.
How has your week been?
Oh yeah, it's look, I'm here. No, it's gone all right. Just been chilling, taking it easy. Still haven't got much on. I mean, I've got clothes. That's a nice thing, but
and we are glad for that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure if I didn't, you just pixelate me the whole time. That'd be funny. Comedy will start back up here shortly, so I will be busy with that. And I've got other certain things, other things I want to work on this year. None of them being myself. I'm perfect, but I'll work on other projects. Yeah.
It's an absolute lovely day today. I guess it gave you time to watch Day of the Warrior.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lovely day. They put a damper on it a bit, but it was, yeah, it's a lovely day. Why not ruin it? No.
All right. Well, this week's film is Day of the Warrior from 1996. Tubi synopsis is: a breach in a secret agency's personal database gives the identities of 4 undercover ops to what did I say last time? I said victimless crime lord who tracks them down one by one. So I was just remembering last week, and that was funny. IMDb has the agency computer database is compromised by a powerful criminal named the Warrior. Now, with the list of all undercover agents' identities in his hand, he is going after all of them one by one. So yes. Unfortunately, Richie, I couldn't find a lot of information about this film, but I got a couple little bit of tidbits to share with you. First off,
Yeah.
the person who plays the warrior is one Marcus Bagwell, sometimes known as Buff Bagwell in the wrestling industry. Apparently, Marcus was so dedicated to the role of the warrior. By the way, I got this off IMDb, so if take all this with a grain of salt, because I certainly did. Bagwell was so dedicated to the role of the warrior that he lived the part 24/7 while shooting. In fact, he remained in character up to and including the premiere, only answering to the warrior. His tag team partner from WCW, Scotty Riggs, cashed in a favor with Bagwell, who got him some minor stunt work on the film. Riggs had been excused from his stunt duties, though, as he had lost depth perception due to a prolonged use of an eye patch. Once again, I don't know how true this is, but
there was a thing where like that there was a long period of time where he wrestled with it with an eye patch because he didn't have a lot of sight in that eye. Like when he was in the Ravens flock, he wrestled his eye patch, an eye patch. So yeah, and I think it wasn't just for a gimmick. I think that's legit. I think you could say that's legit. And when you said, oh, he was Bagwell was so committed to the movie that he lived the gimmick or lived his character. I thought you were going to go in the way of like, because as we'll get to, there's a lot of like raunchous sex in this movie, and it is true. Marcus Bagwell for a period of time there after his wrestling career was a gigolo. So maybe I thought that's where you were going.
No, but I do have more.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I shouldn't interrupt you. There you
No,
go.
you're right. Interrupt away, mate.
Give me more. Please, sir, can I have some more?
Can you sing that? Give me more, give me more.
Give me more, give me more.
It sounds like you're actually singing Demi Moore, Demi Moore.
Demi Moore, Demi Moore. I'm gonna do that now. Demi Moore, Demi Moore.
In order to use the name, oh, he's still going. In order to use the name the Warrior, Marcus Bagwell attempted to convince the WCW wrestler The Warrior, who was formerly the Ultimate Warrior, to allow Bagwell to take over the name. He refused, but Bagwell used it anyway. Bagwell has suggested to Sedaris that he have a larger role and even rewrote a 150-page draft of a new script. Sedaris rejected his script due to its lack of gratuitous shots of planes taking off and landing. I'm sure that's not the only thing that was gratuitous in this film.
Yeah, no, definitely not. But yeah, I could see like what even like not even just the name, but like he kind of borrowed a lot of the face paint on Marcus Bagwell reminded me of Ultimate Warrior. So yeah, he did borrow a lot of his mannerisms.
Bagwell wrote the scripts for a prequel trilogy, but Sedaris unfortunately was forced to retire due to diminishing health. At his eulogy, it was stated that one of his biggest regrets was not working more with Marcus Bagwell. So yeah,
Okay,
it's a regret that he apparently had.
Not working more with Marcus Bagwell,
Yeah, apparently Marcus Bagwell is the one that tells that story. So
yeah.
At the Lethal Safe House, there's posters of Savage Beach from 1989, Do or Die from 1991, and Hard Haunted from 1993 that were all directed by Sedaris.
He also directed a movie called Picasso Trigger, which I'm curious on that name. What does that mean? Does that mean he's like the Picasso in his field and he's a good marksman, or does that mean like he paints them with like blood like Picasso, like
Picasso, yeah.
Picasso? Like what is Picasso Trigger? I don't know. Anyway.
Has it piqued your interest to watch, or after watching this film, it's maybe?
Oh look, wouldn't say I wouldn't watch it, and I wouldn't say I wouldn't watch. Let's just go through these things. I wouldn't say I wouldn't watch a Lethal Ladies Return to Savage Beach, or Savage Beach, or Fit to Kill. But I need a bit of a wide berth before I need to dive into Sedaris's pornography he calls movies.
Co-star Kevin Eastman and co-creator of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Julie Strain, queen of the B movies, were married from 1995 to 2006. They said it wouldn't last. They would both appear again in the next and final Lethal movie, which is Return to Savage Beach in 1998. Cast and crew director is Andy Sedaris, and he directed one of the most famous B-grade movies ever, Hard Ticket to Hawaii, 1987. Richie, did you find much out about Andy Sedaris?
No, there's not a lot on him to be fair. Yeah, it's just I mean, I could posit one what he's like, I guess. Like, just like his movies have a very central, quite a theme, as it were, if you know what I mean.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. But he did, like I had saved up his IMDb. I'm not just looking up. Oh shit, I didn't look him up. No, I had saved stuff of IMDb up here. Um, yeah, he actually earned a directing a Emmy because he helped direct the televised 1968 Summer Olympics.
What was that, 68?
1968 Summer Olympics. He was one of the directors and he earned an
Wow.
Emmy for it. He's got Emmy winner for outstanding achievement in sports programming.
Was that in America, the 68 Olympics?
Uh, I could look at. I mean, I could look that up. You would have thought I would look that up, but I didn't. I was just like, oh yeah, no, he won't answer me that question. 68 Olympics. It was in uh Mexico City, so
That's near
close enough.
America.
Close enough. Yeah. Yeah, and he was born February 20th, 1931, and died March 7th, 2007, at the age of 76, due to throat cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So,
I
yeah.
I would like to know much more about his earlier career. I do know because he wrote in the Day of the Warrior, but he also wrote wrote a movie back in 1973 called Stacy. So Stacy from 1973 was a movie that he wrote, and believe it or not, I think it's raunchy.
Yeah, I heard a bit about Stacy. Um, like, yeah, that, like, because there's a lot of, I Andy Strauss got a bit of a cult following, bit of a cult director. So yeah, and I think people, when people like recommend Andy Sedaris to people, they think go, I'll start off with Stacy. But I don't, I from memory, I think it's pretty hard to find these days. It's not on
Have,
many streaming sites. It could be on Tubi. We could do it as a Tubi thing.
we'll have to
But
look that up.
I didn't, I don't believe I saw it there when I tried looking before. But yeah,
Have you ever seen the prequel of that movie?
of Stacy.
Mm.
Um, no, I haven't. What is it?
Yeah, it's called Stacy's Mum. Anyway,
Oh, okay. Oh yeah,
that
yeah.
was that was a joke.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah.
you know those old funny joke things you do.
I know them. I've been out of the game for a bit. You know what I mean? But yeah.
All right,
Uh,
let's have a look at the cast. There is Kevin Light, who was in a movie called Rubbernecking 2001. I believe this has also got another name. So when I put the poster up, it might be another name. But yeah, the
would that,
what
does that have an Elvis impersonator in it as well? Because rubbernecking.
I haven't seen the film, so I can't let you know for sure. But let's hope. Let's just cross our fingers and hope there is an Elvis impersonator, and let's hope they're from a different country to make it funnier.
Yeah.
Anyway, Christian Letelier was in a film called Survival of the Fittest in 2010. Pre-mentioned Julie Strain. She was in a movie which actually sounds really cool, Grass Hook Massacre from
Ooh.
2019. Julie K. Smith was in a movie called Dirty Dead Conmen from 2018. And of course, the great Marcus Bagwell in a movie called Four Go from 20. I didn't need to say colon, but it was there, so I said it. Four Go from 2017. All right, you ready for film chat, Richie?
Film chat. Yes.
We start in a strip club where an undercover agent is disguised as one of the strippers.
Oh no! Oh man, no, that would fool them.
I think any way that they could get nudity in this film, they
They
did.
did.
So having an undercover agent pose as a stripper was one of the ways that they could show nudity.
Yeah.
And we'll find out a bit later on. Two of the other undercover people were porn stars.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I look. I don't want to think that I obviously didn't know Andy Sedaris personally. He might be a guy, but he must have been constantly horny. How do you work with someone who's just like you know just yeah like constantly just like boobs women. I don't know. I am scared. I was scared to write. I was tempted to write in Google Andy Sedaris me too, but I don't know what would come up.
Well, there was a theory, I think, for B grade movies was what was cheap. Explosions were pretty well cheap, so you could have them. Um, guns were pretty cheap to pretend to shoot, all that sort of stuff. And of course, people in some form of undress was also pretty cheap to have in your film. And guns, explosions, and people in undress situations get bums on seats. So there
I,
you go.
I, I like the classy way you said that. I wish more people it'd be funny if women like flirted like that. Hey, come over. I'm in a state of undress. I yeah, I I think it just it's just very very kind of very classy way of saying they got naked.
That would be nice. Uh, we are at Lethal Officers. By the way, Lethal stands for Legion 2, Ensure, Total, Harmony, and Law. So
Well,
I'll just
they're on these computers. It says on the computer, but they never have like a desktop or anything. It's just this red screen the whole time, and I don't understand. Anyway,
well, I'll show some of this bit with some of the film clips. But yeah, so the next bit is somebody hacks their computer, so they need to. This is what I thought when I was watching it the first time. Well, at this point, it was somebody hacked their computer, so they needed to change the password. Whew, fixed in time, but it wasn't fixed. It was still the information still got out there.
yeah. It's just like it wouldn't really be high stakes these days. Oh, someone hacked my computer. Have you changed your password? Oh no, I'll do that now. Just that's what you ask when people get spam on Facebook. You just like
What is
change your
your
password. Good.
What is your password? It's 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. What's a stupid password? Change it to something else. All right,
A
I'm going
B
to change it to
C.
password. True, I worked at a company that their passwords were all password. Anyway,
Oh, that doesn't seem like a very smart thing to do.
the commander is in an important meeting. Though when we get to see her, she's wearing a G-string leopard print outfit while
And she's on a
working
tread
out.
on a treadmill.
Yeah, well, it wasn't a
What great?
treadmill, but yeah, it was one of those working out machine things.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
if you walked in to see your boss
Yeah.
and she was dressed like that and working out, what would you think, Richie?
I'd be like, man, it must be casual Friday. I'll
Or
should
maybe it
I
was
should I?
leopard print Wednesday.
Oh, I always get those confused. Oh, I thought that was Monday. Oh no, Monday is fancy bow tie day. Damn, I missed the memo. I don't know, man. Uh, yeah.
Well, once I saw
Anyway.
that scene, I thought we're in a ride. We're in a ride for something, but I'm not too sure what that is going to be.
I hope I hope she doesn't employ family. Imagine if your son you're walking on that like, Mom, put pants on. Jesus.
But it was also casual. The dude that was in there that was having the meeting with her, like he didn't bat an eyelid that the way she was
Yeah,
dressed and she was working
yeah,
out and all that sort of stuff. So, I
yeah.
mean, in Sedaris's world, this is the norm.
She was probably thinking, "Hey, mate, you can't come in here without a G-string." It's yeah. I guess again, it's
Where is your leopard print, mate?
yeah, Lift Print Wednesday. You can't, what, I don't think you take this seriously. It says in your contract, leopard print Wednesday, wear leopard print. Okay.
Yes.
Uh,
But that has to be a G string as well.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Or
You have
or
to have
or in his
G-string.
case, a mankini leopard print.
A mankini leopard print. All right, and then yeah. Anyway,
Anyway, this is great. The commander is worried about her agents in the field, that the warrior might get their information, and when he has their information of their whereabouts, he can then kill them. An agent rescues some bloke. I love this. I love this bit. The agent rescues some bloke by punching a bad guy through a wall.
he punched the bad guy through. Like, I mean, again, low budget, whatever. Yeah, he punched him through a wall, but I swear that was just cardboard. Anyway,
Would we call that a scantily clad wall? Oh,
yeah, it's a scantily clad wall. That sounds like an '80s bad.
oh, it's so sad when you got to clap at your own jokes.
It's
Uh,
scantily clad.
and he takes all the plunder that is there. I don't know. Do we
Plunder
ever
them.
establish why there's plunder there and where and why we're so interested in the plunder?
No, I don't believe so.
Cool. I thought I missed something. All right. Here's our first explosion for the movie. There are many explosions. I'm not going to go through the rest of them though. But we see that said hut that said man got punched through. This agent blows it up.
Yeah. Oh, cool. Why not? Yeah.
There is no way to contact the agent, so the commander sends Tiger, I think her name was. It's a female agent that worked in the office, actually worked on the computers.
There's no way to contact the agents. They're scattered all over. If we call them, it'll blow their cover. Tiger, how long has it been since you've been in the field?
About 2 years.
Well, get it together, sweetheart. You're going out again. I'll contact Jordan in Washington, fill him in. Then I'm off to Vegas to warn Shark and Scorpion. I'm teaming you up with Tyler Ward. Your assignment is to find Doc Austin.
And she wears tiger print. That's it.
No, she's not the Tiger print one. She's the
No,
one
no,
that was.
but like she's you had leopard print girl, so you would
Oh,
figure she'd be tiger print.
your wit is so quick that even I miss it. I'd probably like her if she wore tiger print. She had to find. Now, I've left this in because I had no idea who this bloke was. I couldn't understand what they were saying. So I've got Dr. Austin. And then my next sentence is Dr. or Doug Austin now realizes he was working for the Warriors people. Anyway, his name's Doc, D-O-C. So I got confused. Austin puts a trace on their van. We meet the warrior. He is in a ring and dealing with an undercover cop, which he pole drives, Richie.
Get in there.
I'm gonna give you a break. If you take me, you walk away clean. In fact, I'm gonna fight you with one hand tied behind my back. Delicious! Bring more.
I did see that. We had a wrestling move. There was a pile driver, and I think the pile driver killed him. Yeah.
And now for your favorite bit, and you can chat about it. Elvis Fu, agent, entertains as an Asian Elvis.
Asian Elvis. Yeah. And yeah, I don't know. He was yeah. he was there as sort of, I guess, comic fodder. It's like, hey, this guy doesn't look anything like Elvis, and he's Asian. And then yeah, he was just there so other characters, especially there's one which we'll get to, uh, can spout casual racism at him. I mean, we're gonna get to it now. Like, that's not an important part of the plot, but yeah, he says later on, he says some sort of idiom. In my country, we say this, but it's a, you know, common idiom. And then the chick's like, cut that rice paddy bullshit. Like,
Yes.
whoa, Jesus Christ.
Whoa, indeed. And I also think in the Elvis song he was singing, he was saying so throughout it. And I thought,
Yeah.
you know, I don't.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm trying to get, like, there's one of my favorite quotes and I forgot it, but it was done in a review that, oh yeah, cool. I'll get to it. There you go. That's one of my favorite. Yeah. Keep going.
Alrighty. Well, while you're looking that up, the Warrior was a pro wrestler. Oh, hang on, Richie. This is more casual racism. And tell me if I'm wrong here. The Warrior was a pro wrestler wearing a traditional Indigenous American headdress with traditional Indigenous paint on his face. Apparently,
Yeah.
his mother was an Indigenous American. Was this enough to have him wearing the traditional headdress?
So he said his mother, is a traditional American. Or
No, the Warrior was Bagwell.
yeah. But what was his reasoning for wearing it? His mum.
Apparently, his mother was an Indigenous American, not Bagwell, the Warrior's mother.
Well, yeah. I mean, I don't know. That's like, yeah. I feel like in order for that to happen, you have to be an Indigenous American. You know what I mean? I don't know. Just it feels weird. It feels like hey, and no. I'm not, like, I'm not racist. So, I got a friend. So I got a friend who's black that I, do say racist things to behind the back. But I don't say it to his face. So we're cool. I can do that. Yeah. So it's sort of like that, where it's like, hey, yeah, look. I'm associated with someone who is this thing, but I'm not that thing. But look, I can get it. Yeah. Anyway, it just feels like he would probably do that, even if mum wasn't.
Then the next thing I've got is, it's not a funny line, but it's a line I wanted to play. It's about the reason why parts of Texas is so flat. So here it is now.
Man, there are a lot of trees down there. Not like West Texas where I'm from. It's really flat where I come from.
How flat is it?
It's so flat, when your dog runs away from home, you can see him for 3 days.
That's flat.
So yeah, that was pretty funny. The bat.
Yeah, it's pretty. It must have been hilarious. You can barely contain yourself. You're laughing, so you're laughing more than when you said kicking kicking talks.
That was about 5 episodes ago.
Look, we have to have some continuation and bring back these, callbacks. We're long enough in to do that.
The bad guys find out that Doc is a double agent. A very fake looking owl gets exploded by a gunshot from this woman.
And one of the guys goes, "It's an endangered species." He goes, "It's not endangered anymore." I'm like, "They're still endangered species."
Well, I
Doesn't matter if you shot one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she's meaning that one owl isn't endangered. But yeah. The joke sort of fell flat. The surfer dudes are after the agents disguised as porn stars, as we mentioned earlier. Cobra shoots a pool man. He did pull a weapon on her first, though.
Yeah. Self-defense. I will say, like, when we talk about Cobra, I forgot to mention, there's this, like, when we first introduced to Cobra, right? There's like this scene like, clearly they didn't know what else to film, so they just filmed her in a car going from one place all the way to where she was going. Like, you needed to keep all of this footage.
Yeah, they played a song that mentions the word Cobra in it.
Like, like 50 times, and it's played heaps throughout the movie. I tried to Shazam it and I didn't even pick it up.
Doc gets into a fight with the bad guys. This was some of the worst fighting I've ever seen in a film. It was He swang. He threw a kick. Like you could see the distance between.
Yeah.
Uh,
It reminded me of there was, I don't know if you could find a clip that one of my, like when I was a kid, my mum went out and rented me, like it was like Ninja Turtles live or something,
mm.
and it was just like, obviously it was just like a gig that was like peak, them and Ninja Turtles. But then even as a kid it took me out of it because, like, when they would fight, obviously they can't hit him, so it was just the kick was miles away, and I'd be like, ah.
I like going back and watching some of the old early days of Doctor Who and the fights in that. They're hilarious. Look, I'm putting this film down to guns, breasts, cars, explosions, fight, and repeat.
There is one gem of a line. It was right. I think we're in the meeting, and they realize that their cover's been blown, and there's like he talks to was it the Australian?
Yeah,
There's
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
there's an Australian dude who's supposed to be American, but his accent's so bad you could tell it's an Australian dude.
Well,
But
he was Jordan in the film.
Sure, Jordan. We'll escort them to the hospital.
Make sure they're under 24-hour guard. I want you two back in my office by noon tomorrow. By the way, Kerber checked in 10 minutes ago. She made it back here okay.
yeah.
And he
yeah. And then it was just like they couldn't then trust him. They're a bit suspicious of him. It's like, how can we be so sure you're not the jerk off that's been fingered us? Like, phrasing there.
I thought you were going to mention the line that they do throughout the film about I've got to get something off my chest.
Yeah, it's like yeah, cool. It's a cute line the first time, but they do it like they say the same joke 3 times. I'm like, yeah, I get it. You got someone, you literally you're having sex and someone's literally on your chest.
The first time it was this woman going, "Oh, I've got to get something off my chest," and the other one, this really is a porn movie, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a porn movie.
And the other the bloke goes, "What?" And she goes, "My shirt." Anyway, back to the Australian dude. Justin Melvey is the actor. He was born in Sydney and he was in Home and Away, which is very much an Australian TV series.
Yeah.
Soapy. I guess he made it big in Hollywood.
Yeah. This movie, yeah.
Another question. How are these surfer dudes so good at their job? Why? They're really good, but they're played to be stupid and idiotic.
I actually like these surfer dudes. I feel like they're the only people in the movie trying. I feel like they were in a different movie. I would say a spin-off of these guys. I thought they were fun, and yeah, like not only they're good at their job, but also, like it was really funny when they when they're in impending danger. Their scream is really funny. And then yeah, there'd be positions where okay, anybody else would be dead, and they just they brush it off. Like, oh, these guys can't die. Just like I liked them. They knew they were in a bad movie and just turned up to 11. And yeah, I thought they were the best part of the movie.
I mean, we could have talked more about just the blatant nudity where, those two come downstairs and there's 2 females lying on beach chairs beside a pool. I can't remember the line now, but one of them says something to the woman and the woman goes, "Oh, this is why," shows us her breasts.
There's just like sex scenes that happen out of nowhere. I'm like, what? I didn't even know you liked each other in that way. There's no chemistry. I'm like, I wish it was that easy to hook up with people.
Jordan was shot by one of the other agents who was nicknamed Hard Drive. So we know now that Jordan was not bad. It was the Hard Drive dude. The agents tracked the bad guys back to the cabin. This is while this is going on, the Warrior wrestled Fu and Willow.
Come on, baby. Give me what you got. Come on, big girl. Come
on. Yeah. In an amazing wrestling match, Richie.
I don't know, Willow Nightingale's in this movie. Yeah, amazing. Yeah. Great,
And with one of your biggest things, I watch wrestling with Richie every now and then, and one of his biggest hates is when the baby faces, or in this case, the good guys, use a distraction to win. This is exactly what happened in this movie. With a distraction, Fu and Willow beat the warrior.
Oops. Stop. Practice.
I gotta get something off my chest.
Book him, Fu. Murder one.
Yeah, and the Warrior's meant to be the heel, and he's facing them 2-on-1. You know, and they still needed help to win. I'm sorry, but you know, in my world, that means you're a heel. You're a heel. You're a bunch of couple of heels. Justice for Bagwell.
What about
Just,
scores and thoughts, Richie?
yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This is hard to get through. Yeah, there was this like you know, I'm glad like you were in charge of explaining the plot and going down there because I didn't really know what was going on. Yeah,
I didn't
the
necessarily
pacing.
explain the plot too well. All I basically said was guns, breasts, cars, explosions, fight, and repeat. That's what I said.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's what it boils down to. But yeah, because it's just a very nonsensical movie. But yeah, as far as scores, yeah, I didn't have as much. You know, there's a lot of fodder. There is quite, you know, a lot of jokes to be had. But yeah, it wasn't as fun as you'd expect, though. I don't know. I would still give it maybe a 3.5 2B score, and a normal score probably. I'll give a generous 1.5.
I agree with what you said, Richie. I'll give it a 3 for the Tubi score and a 1 for a normal score. We do prefer the Tubi movies when, okay, they're bad, but they're fun.
They're
This one,
watchable.
this one wasn't really so much it's bad, it's good. This one was so much bad, it was bad.
It's just bad, and yeah.
Unless if you like guns and breasts, then you might get into it. It's that time to get quizzical. Let's get
Quiz.
quizzical. Quizzical. I wanna
Wanna
get
get quizzical.
quizzical.
Yeah.
Let's get a quizzical. All right, Richie, you did this last week, and we've had a great response back. So
Yep.
we've decided that we're going to take turns. I'll do it one week, and you'll do it the next weck. So I've got it this week,
Yeah. All right.
and you've got it next week. So yeah, well done, Richie. A big response for your quiz last week.
Cool. And now I have to come up with stuff. You know, really good on you for making me do work, people. That's cool. That's good. Good. Okay.
Okay, I think you're going to enjoy this quiz, Richie. I don't have a funny title for it, but it's basically what film was this professional wrestler in? So that's the title of the quiz.
That's pretty literal. Yeah. Yeah. I got what it was about straight away by the title.
Thank you. I will give you a name of a wrestler, and then I'll give you four films. You got to tell me which one was that said wrestler in.
Okay.
I think you're going to enjoy this. All right, we're going to start off with one of my favorite wrestlers, Sting. This is Sting.
Sting.
So the movies I have for you is Mother Love from 2010, The Encounter 2010, Dead Night Heart. I was going to say Heat. Dead Night Heart 2010, or God Saves 2010. Which one of them was Sting in?
I know he's like a Christian dude, born again Christian. So is it? I want to say God Saves.
It isn't God Saves. That's one I made up. So is it Mother Love, The Encounter, or Dead Night Heart?
The Encounter.
Correct. It is The Encounter from
All right.
2010. All righty. The O Show, Richie. Chris Jericho.
Okay.
What film was he in? Was it A, Sounds of Death, B, Baby Don't Cry, C, The Last Train, or D, Albino Farm?
I didn't know this. Albino Farm.
Correct. It is Albino Farm from 2009. I did make the other ones up. Bit of help from In Excess with Baby Don't Cry, but anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, the next wrestler is Gold Dust. Which movie was he in? Was he in Ratty Mouse House? B. That's so funny.
Stupid title. It's a stupid title.
Was
If
it
it's real.
Was it B, Beyond Horizon? Was it C, Meet Me There? Or was it D, Criminal Intent? Which one of those films was Gold Dust in?
It's not Ratty House. What that was Ratty House. That's such a weird. What
Ratty
did you say
Mouse
B?
House.
What did you say B was?
B was Beyond Horizon. C was Meet Me There. Or D was Criminal Intent.
I'll go Beyond Horizon.
Incorrect. I got that name from the Horizon video game.
Oh yeah, duh. I should probably know. I've been talking to you about it. Criminal Intent.
Incorrect. It's not criminal
And
intent. So it's
you're
either
watching
Ratty Mouse House or Meet Me There.
you're watching Law and Order at the time when you came up with that. You're like, oh, Criminal Intent sounds good. I'm gonna go. Fuck it. I'm gonna go Ratty Mouse House.
It's not Ratty Mouse House.
Oh my god. Okay, fuck this.
Gold Dust was in a film called Meet Me There in 2014.
How did you come up with Ratty Mouse House?
I don't know. I don't even know how. I thought that's right. I was watching a Queen documentary, and one of their who are the people that take stuff around the stage? What are they called?
Like yeah.
Roadies.
Yeah.
Roadies.
Roadies, yeah.
One of the roadies was called Ratty. And I went, oh, that's funny. What could I do, Ratty? And then it came up in my mind, a funny film would be called Ratty Mouse House. So,
Ratty Mouse House.
okay. The next wrestler is Woo! Oh, that was terrible. I'm always back at you. Hang on. Retake. That was Woo! Rick Woo! Flair. Which film was he in? Was it The Wrestler? Was it Frank Bass's Wrestling School? Was it The Winner? Or was it Wrestling in LA?
That's not The Wrestler. Let's actually, I know. I actually know there's a couple of movies called The Wrestler. I think that's it's a cat.
So is it The Wrestler, Frank Bass's Wrestling School, The Winner, or Wrestling in LA?
I might go The Wrestler because I think there's another movie called The Wrestler. So I'll go The Wrestler.
It is. It's 1974, The Wrestler. He was in, and it was when he was really big and buff. Not Bagwell.
Yeah.
Okay, now we've got Rowdy Roddy Piper. He was famously in a lot of B-grade films. So we'll see how you go with this one. Was it A, Driving Wayward? Was it B, Terminal Rush? Was it C, Punching John? Or D, Right Control?
Poor John.
And it's not even J-H-O-N, it's J-O-N.
Is it Punching John?
No, it's not Punching John. That's one I made up.
Punching John.
But I wanted to spell out the John because I thought it was clever that I spelled it J-O-N and not J-H-O-N. But anyway.
Yeah.
It's little things.
What did you say the first thing was?
Driving Wayward.
Actually, I'll go B to the terminal or something. Yeah, I'll go B.
There's B is Terminal Rush or D is Right Control.
Terminal Rush.
Correct. It is Terminal Rush from 1996.
Okay.
The next one is Macho Man Randy Savage. Was he in A, Simon's House? Or was he in B, Glago's Guest? Or was he in C, Crando and the Frog? Or was he in D, Much Too Late? Which film was he in?
I feel like it's such a weird title. You want to make it out? Is it Crando and the Frog?
It isn't Crando and the Frog. That was one I made up.
Okay.
I might make the film at some stage though, just so people can watch it.
Crando, what a name.
So is it Much Too Late, Simon's House, or Glago's guest.
I'll go Glago's guest.
The
Space
tension while I
shooting.
take a sip of water. The answer is B, Glago's guest from 2008, I should say. Which I think was a Disney film.
Okay.
I think it was a Disney short, actually. Like one before, it was an animation, one before they play the bigger animation, but I'm not too sure which film it was for.
Yeah.
All right, this one's an easy one because it's Hulk Hogan or Hollywood Hulk Hogan, which depends on what you want to call him.
I like to call him Terry.
You like to call him Kerry or Terry?
To Terry. We're on
sounds
first name basis.
Oh, that's good. Have you ever done a film with him? Anyway, is it A, Thunder in Heaven? Is it B, Muppets in Space? Or is it C, McKinsley Island? Or is it D, Santa's Sleighs?
This is kind of a trick because I'm going to go Muppets in Space. He's in that. He's got a cameo. But is he also in Mackenzie's Island? I feel like he's into both of them.
Well, which one are you going with first?
I'll go Muppets in Space.
Incorrect. He was in Muppets from Outer Space, but he wasn't in Muppets in Space.
Are you sure?
No, No, sorry. It's not Outer Space. It's Muppets from Space is the movie he was in.
And not Muppets in.
Yeah, okay. Muppets in Space is one that I made up.
Okay.
Cleverly.
It's Mackenzie Island. It's him and I remember him filming it when he was in WCW. Yeah.
It is Mackenzie's Island from 1998 and had Grace Jones in it, I believe.
Yeah.
All right. Our next one. Argue if you want to, if this is a proper wrestler, but I've chosen David Arquette.
Okay.
He was a world champion, and if you've seen the documentary, you know he did work hard later in life on his wrestling. So let's give him the benefit of the doubt and call him a wrestler.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry, go on.
Yeah, if you want to, if that's something that makes you happy, do
he
that.
Was WCW champion. You can't get more wrestling than that.
Sure, yeah. Vince Russo of WCW champion.
Okay, it was David Arquette in A, Solemn Songs from the South. Sorry,
so
Solemn Songs. Hey?
Say that 5 times fast.
Yeah, well, I got it wrong the first time anyway. So Solemn Songs of the South is the first one. And then he's got, or is it, I should say, Dr. Bird's Advice for Sad Poets? Is it... Is it C, Small and Understated? Or is it D, Built Up and Out of Sight? So is it Solemn Songs of the South, Dr. Bird's Advice for Sad Poets, Small and Understated, or Build Up and Out of Sight? Built Up and Out of Sight.
Please be Dr. Bird's Advice for Sad Poets.
Is that the one you're going?
Yeah.
That would be correct. It is Dr. Bird's Advice for Sad Poets from last year. Or no, 2 years ago, 2021.
Dr. Bird's Advice for Sad Poets. Okay.
Okay, this next one, which I believe you were wearing a shirt of earlier, Jake the Snake Roberts. Was he in a film called Dust Biting Again? Was he in a film called Crazy and Caring? Was he in a film called Pro Wrestlers versus Zombies? Or was he in a film called The Peanut Butter Falcon?
I know this. He's not in Wrestlers vs. Zombies, but he's in The Peanut Butter Falcon with Mick Foley.
Correct. He is in the Peanut Butter Falcon. From 2019. Last but not least, and we had to do this bloke, Marcus Bagwell. Is he in A, Undercover Warrior from 2000? Oh, well, don't do the dates. Forget about the date. Fighting Back, Terror Tract, or Lethal Girls? So is it Undercover Warrior, Fighting Back, Terror Tract, or Lethal Girls?
Is he in Lethal Girls?
He isn't, no.
Okay. Terror Tract?
It is Terror Track from the year 2000.
Yeah, thought I heard that. Yeah, so now it's time for the Wheel of Tubi Cheese.
The Wheel of Tubi Cheese.
So, to just a refresher, we have action, comedy, drama. I don't know why I'm saying like that. Martial arts, sci-fi slash fantasy. Yeah, or if you have a slash fantasy, we're here for you.
The golden power.
Yeah. Golden Shower 2, the Yellow Wing. Anyway, uh, thriller, Western, suggestions from website Canstar Blue 1, and then suggestions from website Canstar Blue 2. But there's no website called Canstar Blue 2, by the way. It's just another. It's just more things from the same website, Canstar Blue. And streamers picks.
Nice. Alrighty. You ready to spin?
Yeah, I am ready when I'm ready. Yes.
Do you want me to count
Yep.
in, or do you want to count in?
Look, you count in there.
All
You
right.
count in. Yeah.
3, 2,
3,
1.
2,
Spin,
1.
Richie, spin.
Spinny, go lefty.
Spinny.
Spin, spin,
Western.
spin, spin.
Western.
We
It's going
got
to be Western.
it.
We got a
is.
Western.
Anyway, with Cry Blood Apache from 1970. Calamity Jane's Revenge, which might have a similarity to the one we just watched. I'll get to it if we could put on if we spin it. And a classic one from 1966, Django.
Yeah, look, I actually look forward to watching Django. It's a movie I've always wanted to see, and maybe it's going to be better than our usual stuff on Tubi. But I'm still looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to Cry Bloody Apache, Cry Blood Apache as well. All right, you ready to spin, Richie?
Yep, here we
3,
go.
2, 1, spinny.
Spin, 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 spinny. Spinny, spin, 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 spin.
Oh, Calamity Jane's Revenge.
Oh, all right. I can reveal that. So the similarity between the Day of the Warrior and this movie is that it's also got Calamity Jane's Revenge also has a wrestler in it. It has Al Snow.
So Calamity, CLAMITY.
Yeah.
It is there. The synopsis is a new take on the murder of Wild Bill Hickok follows Calamity Jane to Deadwood, where she aims to take revenge before the law can rein her in. It is directed by Henrique Cartol, or Enrique, I think they call it, Cartol, and it stars Aaron R. Ryan, Al Snow, as Richie just mentioned, and Julie Gomez. Alrighty, something to look forward to next week.
Yep.
Richie,
Yep.
plugs and stuff.
Plugs and stuff. Well, yeah, you can find us on Tell Them They're Streaming on Facebook. Type in Tell Them They're Streaming, and you'll see the image there of Dracula Robert Cameron, I think.
No, I'm a woman.
Oh, you're a woman. You're a woman.
I am woman. Hear me. Oh, stop singing.
You can see Roberta Cameron on there, and you can see me there. So yeah, give us a like, and then you can find us on YouTube, where we upload the episode every Tuesday, or Tuesday, if you will, if you want to be cute. And yeah, give us a subscribe. Give us a like the video. Yeah, click the bell notification to get notified when a new episode drops. you can email us tlmsstreaming@gmail.com. You want any suggestions that we could put on the wheel?
As long as they're from Tubi.
As long as they're from Tubi, so it'd be weird. Like, hey, can you review Schindler's List? Like, I don't know if that's a Tubi-rific movie, but cool. So
Maybe
let's
it's
put it
Schindler's
in the-
List, the sequel.
Yeah, yeah.
Still
He's
Schindler.
making. He made a list and he checked it twice. I don't know.
Or Jericho's in this one. It's just so bad.
He's got the list. You just made the
He's
list.
on the list.
He's on the list, and you're like, "Yay! Oh, that person's gonna die." Anyway,
Or be saved,
yeah.
as if in Schindler's they were saved if they're on the list.
Oh, that was saved. Yeah. Oh, anyway, I've seen it. Anyway, cool. Anyway, and also, I mean, sort of me personally, there's not much gigs coming up, but you can find out just some my Richie Goodacre page. I will endeavor this year to update it more, because I sort of kind of left it abandoned a little bit, but I will get on top of that this year. I'll get it off my chest. And so but otherwise trivia wise, you can find, and sort of about other movie related wise, you can find me on Tournament Fights and the Movie Hero Network. You find me on Tier Ranker. I do wrestling trivia on the Combat Wrestling trivia with Combat Wrestling Trivia on Chris Cast's Twitch channel. Just type in Castifer, you'll see me there. I got a we haven't organized it yet, but there will be a 5. Maybe by the time this says we can go, but I've got a 5-way match coming up. With so it's me, Jordan Owens, a guy named Sean Redmond, Steve Mesa, and a guy named Noah Foster, and the winner gets a title shot. Look, and I'm biased, but I got a feeling it's going to be me. And and other than that, I'm also I also do trivia for Jordan Allen's channel, wrestling and movie, so you can find me there. So that's about me plug.
I'm just looking at your shirt, Richie, and this is one of the better shirts I think you've ever worn on this podcast so far. I can see, of course, the great 80s or early 90s, no 80s, no 90s RoboCop, wasn't it?
It was late 80s.
Late 80s RoboCop, and of course Surfer Sting is on there as well. So I can't wait to hear your impression of Surfer Sting and RoboCop having a chat together.
Hey Sting, how about that match? Huh? Yeah, it was good. It was good. And what do we say after the streaming? Oh, we say to be continued. It's showtime, folks. That was bad. Anyway, cool.
I thought you were going to take your headphones off and go. No, that's it.
That was bad. Yeah. I didn't know I was going to do an impression of both of them. You stumped me. Anyway, to be continued. I don't know how RoboCop says. To be continued. There you go. I've done 3, so you can choose which one you want to use. To be continued.
Day of the Warrior, an Andy Sedaris film. Undercover agents of the Lethal Force have a high priority mission to stop the Warrior.
Our contact man in Washington has succeeded in breaking into the Lethal Force computer system.
Red alert.
This guy Warrior, who the hell is he anyhow?
He's the mastermind behind a billion-dollar black market network. And if this break-in has anything to do with him, he'll kill them all. Oh!
It's a worst nightmare, Tyler. Have someone in our organization giving us up.
We're gonna get killed.
You've got to think positive.
Positive we're gonna get killed.
The ladies of the Lethal Force are undercover and at the top of their form.
This is better than I expected.
Load all your guns. Look for excitement. And leave your inhibitions behind.
You know what to do.
The Lethal Force is armed and ready for the Day of the Warrior.
Ah! Come on, Foo!
Day of the Warrior, an Andy Sedaris film, starring Pithouse Pets Julie Strain, Julie K. Smith, Playboy centerfold Shay Marks, American Gladiators Ray Zap Hollett, and WCW wrestling sensation Marcus Bagwell as the Warrior.
Hard Ticket to Hawaii. It has it all. The awesome, pristine beauty of the land, the warm caress of perfect beaches, the tantalizing wetness of the blue Pacific. Hawaii. It's a great place to visit, but you wouldn't want to die there. Four of America's finest, ready and willing to pay the price for paradise. They're undercover, but not under-equipped. On this mission, there's hard flying, hard playing, hard fighting.
Agents are everywhere.
Have no mercy. Kill them all.
This ain't no hula. It's a hard ticket to Hawaii.